Thank you. Yes, I've done some weddings up here.
Yeah, I saw you did. So
Fabulous place.
it's getting better every day.
It is.
Hope it, you know, it might be better if you put everybody to focus on the program.
Instead of start looking at them and
You know how those sunsets are and
Oh,
stuff.
it's magnificent.
We built another waterfall inside.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Because it's
I'm at the same guy, you know, we can start with me.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Well, you know, those are brand new to Asheville. Yeah. That's Starbucks, you want to try it? Oh, they are. They are. Oh, yeah.
I'm with her right now. So I'm like, Monica, we're not crazy. I'm not stupid. But we never saw them looking low. I never saw
You
the
guys
sign
are
for
every,
it.
you're going.
Oh, God.
I do have that.
Yeah, so you did tell him to call Gary and tell him
Yes,
that?
I told him to call, yes. So if Gary has any questions, he'll call.
Yeah,
One of us.
yeah. I told him I'd have my phone on him,
You
but
know, I had my
okay.
phone on, I didn't even realize it was vibrating.
I don't have any pockets,
No,
and
I
this
got
one
mine
is so shallow. I mean,
2 minutes?
it's this deep.
Oh.
Well, that's at the very end anyway. Wood still have a break. You know, so you can take one microphone, say the one next to the window. You can take that one. It's Well, thank you very much for coming. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think we got a couple. I think we got a couple more. Yes. And I definitely will let Miss Harris know that you're interested in the training. And we will be in touch with you. Hopefully next week. Please invite, you know, which providers that needs to listen to our proposal, what she can bring to your company or organization, and really get to the training. Well, maybe then we can invite them too. Yeah. You know, but.
I feel like I'm bad.
I'm the owner of Crest. I'm not a CNA.
I would not think so.
There are
Not at all.
Have coffee. So I went to the grocery store, but I can buy, get my grocery shopping done except for the perishables. So I went back down to make use of the time that they're Well, anyway,
Everybody drops at the floor.
Yeah.
It doesn't start till 9.
That's right. Good morning. I was the last minute entry, so maybe don't have me.
Right, and that's why we're not. Right.
We'll take hers out then.
Was it identity theft? No.
Maybe. So Vanessa.
We need to write it in.
So Vanessa's not showing up today?
Okay.
Here.
In the middle.
Well, good morning. I'll get your attention here in a minute. Can I have your attention? I know that coffee was really good. I can tell. I see a lot of friends in the audience. My name is Reese Lasher, and I'm the developer of Crest Mountain. My job, if you want to call it that, today is to welcome you to Crest Mountain. I want to tell you just a few things briefly about it, and then we'll turn the program over for the reason you came here. First, maybe the most important announcement, the ladies' restroom is directly behind you. And then the men's is around the corner. But what I want you to do is to feel welcome today. Crest Mountain is much more than just the Crest Center. There's the pavilion and a waterfall, and if the weather cooperates, I think you can look over the city of Asheville if you want to walk up there and see it, and see everything from the Biltmore House to the Grove Park Inn. For those who don't know, this is an old school site. It was known as Ben Lippen School, and that was Scottish, and it stands for Mountain of Trust. and it has quite a history. It really does. And so every day it's a discovery for me in interacting with people and property, and it goes on and on and on. Today's a special day for me. I lost my dad last year, and he raised me with a value system that I tried to pass on to my kids. And so I used his words today: all are welcome. Welcome to Crest Mountain.
Good morning. Many years ago, 3 of my colleagues and I were awarded corporate scholarships to pursue a second bachelor's degree in accounting at a private Episcopal college located 120 miles outside of Monrovia, the capital city of Liberia. If you know the history of Liberia, again, Liberia was established as a haven for black slaves, and Monrovia is named after the 5th American president, James, addressed by our college president. We would approach him, and this is what he would say to us: I'm honored, yet I'm flattered for the opportunity to address issues like this with you. I want to borrow that phrase today and say, I'm honored, yet I'm flattered for the opportunity to introduce my colleague and mentor, Francina Tate Harris, President and CEO of Aelming Human Resources Corporation and Total Protection Services, Carolinas. When you know someone, and you know what someone like Francina, and you know what she's passionate about, you know what motivates her, you know what wakes her up in the morning, you know what permeates her life, you're tempted to want to make an informal introduction. But suffice it to say, I was encouraged by one of my colleagues here to just stay with the script. Francina grew up in the shadows of the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina in a town called Valdez, a community with flowered brick sidewalks down Main Street. She has fond memories of home and gives credit to her parents and grandparents for shaping her value system. This is what she says: I grew up in a culture quite different from many African American communities, one considerably more rural than urban, and one where my parents emphasized broader society rather than just a limited racial perspective. She holds a bachelor's degree in business from Wingate University and studied throughout Western Europe to further broaden her knowledge, exposure, and real-life experiences of cultural diversity, and has always valued and nurtured the differences she encountered. She successfully completed the designation as a certified diversity trainer and consultant through the Society of Human Resource Management and is an ambassador for cultural diverse work environments and communities. In the late 1980s, she established a successful temporary and permanent employment placement firm in the areas of computer training, legal recruitment, and consulting, which eventually evolved into Judges Professional Staffing, which eventually evolved into Aelming Human Resources Corporation, and Aelming represents the full spectrum of human resources, helping corporations bring all the talents together and value them to benefit its workforce, clients, employees, and partners. In January 2003, she formed the Mosaic Institute, a grassroots nonprofit organization that offers diversity leadership, research training, and development specifically targeted toward educating and developing youth as future leaders. Phrantceena is one of the nation's leaders on diversity workforce issues and has been in the midst of constructing resources for various industries throughout the state. Her background in staff development and training and curriculum development for classroom instruction for the North Carolina Community College system has proven to be one of the major contributing factors to her success. Phrantceena has also developed customized training programs, provided recruitment and staffing services, coordinated and implemented in 2004 the first diversity conference for the state of North Carolina entitled Diversity Enlightenment Conference, Learn Today, Lead Tomorrow. And now the 2005 Statewide Diversity Leadership Training Initiative featuring Stedman Graham from S. Graham and Associates. The governor of North Carolina, Mike Easley, recognizing Phrantceena's tireless efforts and numerous contributions to the state, recently appointed her to serve as a member of the North Carolina Commission on Workforce Development. Phrantceena wishes to be thought of as a professional woman who understands and values diversity in the work she cherishes close to her heart. Above all, this business is about doing what she loves while moving according to a personal passion and fulfilling her God-given purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, I have drawn my own conclusions. I hope I have given you enough information and insight into Phrantceena's life that would allow you to draw yours. But please join me in welcoming once again my colleague and mentor, Phrantceena Tate Harris. Thank you.
Good morning. Can we do better than that? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate the introduction from Mr. Diggs, and it's quite lengthy, but my main purpose in life is to use the talents and gifts that God has given me. And I acknowledge Him first this morning, and I give honor to Him as my Lord and Savior, and for the gifts and talents He's given me to help people in life develop their full potential. And it's a pleasure to be home. It's a pleasure to see each one of you here today. So we're going to delve right into the issue of diversity. I think that's why we're all here. And as I look around this room, I see wonderful faces and different colors. I see male, I see female, and I see bright minds ready to learn and receive the message that we have today. Am I correct? Yes. All right, all right. The first thing I want you to do, I want you to take out a sheet of paper, and I want you to write down any and everything that you experienced between the time you got up this morning and the time you arrived here that's negative. Perhaps you were upset when you got here. Perhaps you were stuck in traffic. But I just want you to take a few minutes and just write down a few things, just 3 minutes, that just aggravated you this morning, frustrated you. And then I want you to just ball that piece of paper up and put it to the side. Let's do that. Let's take 3 minutes to do that. hear papers. Papers. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Woo. Let's get rid of all that negative energy. It's really good. Are we all done? Are we all done? Now let's give yourselves a hand from getting rid of that negative energy. The second thing I want you to do is we want to deal with diversity. And I'd like for you to join with your colleagues at your table just where you are and engage each other, introduce yourselves. And the first thing I want you to do for me this morning is give me your definition of diversity. What you perceive diversity to be, how you perceive diversity as a person, individual, and how you think your employer receives or defines diversity. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's just congregate with your colleagues for about, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes for this exercise. Keep me on point for 10 minutes.
Are you going to make somebody speak? Because I can go with a microphone or I can write.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, I'll make them speak. I'm going to write. Okay, great. I want you guys to write it down, and then somebody's going to stand up and tell me how you define it.
Are we?
Yes.
Well, thank you for telling us that.
Yes.
Valdez, huh?
Valdez?
Well, I just came from Rome, Italy, and believe it or not, the dean of a school there, Waldensian School.
Oh, yeah.
Family
These
is
are very big.
And they had a sense of, since you mentioned God, they had a sense of diversity, that it was an ecumenical seminary. They had Methodists, Baptists, Waldensians,
Wow.
Church of God, everyone in the same. So,
That's awesome.
diversity, if you will.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. You guys, we're looking forward to your response. When you're finished, we want to have a leader, someone to stand up and really read what your diversity definition is, okay?
There's Stedman's bio right now.
Okay.
Here's the blue if you need blue. I'll take the coffee.
This is good. Yeah, you got that. I don't need to walk back and forth over that. You're having fun. Somebody's gonna speak on this. Once you're done, we want one leader to tell us what it is.
Thank you. Good morning. How are you? Good. Doing good. How's it going?
It's good. It's beautiful up here.
Isn't it beautiful? I love this place. You're a Grove Park. Well, welcome.
Yeah, we can see our home from here.
Yeah. That's good. It's Friday. That's what we want. That's what we want. So how are things going? Are you guys working through it?
Yeah, this is just such a part of our value system. It's pretty, we're all from there, so we have
We live it every day.
That's the key. You have to. You have to.
Family and,
That's great.
1,000 employees and so many different.
Yes, that's awesome. So I want you to write it down.
Okay.
And then tell me how you perceive diversity, what you think it is, and then what your employer does. And then one of you are going to stand up and give us that definition.
That'll be Miss Cal.
I think she is the spokesperson. Okay. We look forward to that. Okay. How you guys doing? You've defined, have you written down your definition, or you're still engaging?
We're still kind of working on it.
Working it. Oh yeah, I like that. Someone will stand up and speak and tell us what that is when you're done.
I live at my house.
Coming along? Good. Keep me posted on my time. Yes. Huh? Okay. Okay, you have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then we're going to ask you to give me your definition. 2 minutes to wrap up. Got it. You've got a definition. Have you guys got a definition?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Have a definition? All right. How you perceive, how you think your employer defines diversity? Yeah. Good morning. Good. How are you?
With Randall.
Randall. Yes. Good to have you. I think you guys have a definition.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. This is exciting. You're thinking.
Made diversity into an acronym here.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to hear what that is. What about you guys? You're coming along okay? Good.
You clean up quite well.
I see clean paper. Good morning.
Oh, were we writing?
Yes.
Oh, we were just chatting.
You have to write your